Oh boy, I don't want to fall backwards either. I fell backwards. And we'll be going, and we're going so far. Hopefully this way. Oh my gosh. Tried to get aggressive. Didn't work out for me.
Terrified, honey, I got you if you pull the knife.
Hello everyone. I'm at our cabin today in central Wisconsin, mainly to ride motorcycles, but I had to bring some RCs too. This is what used to be the Element Knightrunnner. I made some changes to it for a comp that I put on, and I've been pretty surprised with the results. I pulled the bumpers off and went to side rails from the Ecto in order to fit this body. You just have a lot more room to work with that body on. The bumpers don't get in the way, don't hang up, and it changes the capability quite a bit. Also going to bigger tires. These are the Proline Hyraxes with anti-foams in them, aluminum wheels. Then I also put in a Reefs 422 servo and some lights since it was a night comp. But all in all, not a whole lot of changes, and I'll be able to go back and forth, which will be sweet. I am going to head up the hill here and see if I can make a trail that I built yesterday. It is pretty wicked, pretty steep, loose, tough, but I think the rig is capable enough, so we'll find out. All right, let's get started. Pretty sandy here, lots of roots, and it gets very steep very quick. But start with this little tree line here. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but I might need to bump it up, use that power, keep rolling. Now we're getting to the good stuff. There is some loose small rock and quite a bit of sand with some roots, but also some nice solid rocks as well. And they have pretty good grip. Getting through that, no problem. But now there's a pretty tricky up onto this ledge. Takes a bit of speed to get up there just right. And that was just right. Nice. This is quite the challenge to drive one-handed and film with the gimbal, and it's only going to get harder from here as the trail gets more technical and difficult. Nice rock ledge there. Rocks and roots and all kinds of good stuff, but now quite the side hill. Try to avoid that root on the right and not roll down the hill just yet. Then, pretty tight technical corner here. That root really doesn't do me any favors in this one. But being a little bit of a skinnier rig helps there. Got through that quite easy actually. And continue up, use that root for some grip. We're moving, pretty smooth sailing so far. Now we got some side hill action with some small rocks and roots. It wants to push you left, but you don't want to go left. Then need some speed. Dig in a little bit maybe and pop up those roots for some grip. You can see how soft and loose it is up here. Hard to hit the exact line that you want sometimes. Getting a little more technical now. Threw an extra rock in on this one because it wasn't quite working before. We'll see if it'll work now. Little speed to get to there. Now it should be good, I think. Need to find a little more grip. It's going, there we go, nice. And then I got to set up for another kind of weird shooter line. Oh, not like that. Good thing I'm standing here, or else that might have been disaster. Oh boy, hanging on the edge of that ledge. Wow. There it is, right underneath that ledge. Good thing I got that body clearance, huh? Such a cool spot how you can get underneath some of these ledges. Definitely can't get there on a bike or anything like that, but some of these lines are actually from a bike, like this one here, up that route. But now I'm going to turn and make a different line. Instead of trying to go straight up like a motorcycle, I'm gonna turn right and head underneath another ledge if I can get there. That 3800 kV coming in handy on this stuff when you want that wheel speed. Dig in and keep moving forward eventually. Scraping underneath that one, but check this out. That is a pretty sweet spot right there. And it's a good thing my rig is skinny enough to hold that line, or else you might be going for a tumble. Now for something really technical, take a left here and going to head up this climb. It's steep, it's rooty, but there's a rock base, so there is enough grip to make it happen. Just gotta be careful not to roll over. Try to use those roots for some grip and hopefully hook up on something to, there, barely. I don't want to be that far left though. I don't want to fall backwards either. I fell backwards. All right, let's try this again here. See if I can get this corner just right, not too high, not too low. Keep a little momentum this time, and that seemed to do the trick. Wow, look at that. Pretty surprised and happy with that one, so we'll keep on cruising. Bit of a sandy climb here, no problem. Got the sun poking through. Beautiful day, besides a bit windy up here, but just adds to the fun and excitement. A few more rocks to go before we reach the top. A little technical hole there, but it just keeps walking right on through this stuff. Pretty impressive, I would say. And would you look at that? We made it to the top. All right, that was awesome. Well, now that I made it up the trail, I got to name it, right? I'm thinking Pine Mountain, maybe? That seems fitting since I was using a lot of pine tree roots for traction, and I almost slipped on a lot of pine needles, but let me know if you guys have any better ideas. Now, I'm going to go ride a motorcycle for a bit, and then I'll be back for some more. Maybe this will show the scale of it a little bit better. I'm working my way down from the first trail. There is the rig there, and we're heading down that way. It's steep, but this does it no justice. Here is a quick preview of the next trail by motorcycle. I was trying not to ruin the RC parts, but I might have to do some work after this since it's so steep and so loose, but I made it. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled RC programming. Got to drop into this hole before heading up. Now it gets pretty steep, pretty quick, and pretty loose. So we'll see if it can hook up well enough. So far it's just walking right up. Thought it would have more of a challenge through this part here. No problem though, pretty sweet. Little off-camber route here. Get pushed a bit, but nothing too scary. Making great progress already through the roots and up to the first questionable area. I think it can handle it though. Might be a perfect V-notch. If it fits and it grips, then we'll be going, and we're going so far. Keep it moving. A little bit of a transition there. Got to spin a bit to get moving there, but worked really well actually. Now I think I'll head this way just a bit before finding a line up this rock here. A little power goes a long way. 3800 is going to come in handy here too, I believe. I think you'll need a little bit of a boost. Pop off of those bottom rocks, hopefully land right on those middle rocks and continue up. Let's see. Not like that. Keep wanting to fade right. Oh, that was better, but there's a big hole there on the right side. There, nope, nope, nope. Oh, almost crashed myself too. There's some stickage, but now I'm in a hole. Almost found my way out of it, but then there's another hole over here. Holes all over the place on this one. There we go, made some progress. I think it's gonna work this time. Sweet. That is a cool line right there. Now there is some very loose stuff, but I think it'll find its way up here, no problem. Some tire spinning, but that's all right. Now it gets pretty steep up here with a lack of traction. Hopefully I can still find a way to the next very difficult spot. Very questionable spot too, I would say. Oh no. Yeah, turn uphill and back up. It's a great way to right yourself. This is not a safe spot to do that. Trying to get above one root to avoid that angle. Yeah, there we go, but now I have a big side hill to deal with. Not sure you'll be able to see that angle, but it's gonna wanna push me down the hill. Oh, a little slide actually really helped there. And I'm through with that one tricky spot. On to the next. This one I'll be impressed if it finds a way. I filled in a bunch of little rocks but kicked out some big ones that were probably going to help with the motorcycle wheels. So we'll see. Getting pretty far. I wonder if I should gas it fast or try to crawl it. Those are probably not going to stay on there too well, so little gas goes almost as far as I need it to. Nope. Well, hopefully that looked cool kicking the rocks out of there, but now it made it way harder, I'm guessing. Might have to do some work. Figured I'd give it a shot first. This spot here, that's not looking too feasible. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill in a few of these rocks here, give myself a chance. Okay, I replaced a few. Hopefully it's enough, but still want some challenge, so I didn't do too many. It's thinking about it. If I can get the grip and not spin that rock out, go to the right a hair. Ah, no good. Oh, but that time, man, that's close to working. Just don't think those rocks are solid enough to really just crawl up, so I'm trying to give it some gas and kind of bump past them like that. Oh, that was pretty sweet right there, but it's not quite over yet. Back up towards the edge. Oh, there's some roost for you. Hopefully I didn't get one in the lens. Yeah, sometimes I think wheel speed is your best friend and stuff like this. It's just so loose. It's going to spin out anyway. Might as well get it over with quick, right? Got a better shot at bouncing on up. But we are very near the top. I can get out this one last up. Come on. Catch traction, and there it is. All right. Another new trail successfully driven, kinda. Well, I guess this one needs a name too, but not really coming up with anything at the moment, so maybe you guys can help me out there. But that was a ton of fun, even though super challenging. I was worried about falling and damaging the camera, the car, or my body, so maybe the shots weren't perfect. My driving definitely wasn't perfect. One-handed is really tricky on stuff this tough, but it's very rewarding to finally make it up to the top of a hill like this. I love climbing hills on pretty much anything, 4 wheels, 2 wheels, 1 wheel sometimes. Sometimes it takes a few tries, but just makes it more worth it. If you guys want to see more from this property, you can check out the rock bouncing video I did here. If not, thanks for watching this one.